Next on deck with Tim Black.
Cassius, I hate to interrupt you. We have a question we want to ask about what happened to you in 2016 with this Bernie Bros movement, where your followers are seeing they have a racism problem, a misogyny problem. Do you think that's a super PAC thing behind that?
That was the Democratic establishment. That was the.
Wow. Okay.
That was just, they were sitting there. We had a lot of young people. We had people of color, and they create this kind of myth with the help of the corporate media and all that stuff.
It's kind of interesting to that note is during this election, the podcast space, which the Democrats largely avoided, they feel had some influence in the election, and they started to label us the podcast bros and said that we were sexist and we were racist and bigoted. It's almost like it's the exact same strategy to get you out of there.
Yeah, that's what the liberal elite China does. They run away. Look, again, I would hope that everybody who's watching the program is that we as a nation have got to end all forms of bigotry, right?
Yes.
That I start off as a basic assumption.
Unless it's to your close friends, right?
Yeah, whether it's racism or sexism, homophobia, or xenophobia, whatever it is. And liberal Democrats talk about that all the time. And then you get to what we call identity politics.
Yeah.
That you're black, you're wonderful, you're tremendous, you're gay, you're the greatest human being on earth.
Yeah.
And rather than say, what do you stand for?
Exactly.
You're gay, that's fine, who cares?
Yeah.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
You left out one there, Bernie. You left out Jewish, Bernie. Yeah, you left out I'm Jewish. Look at me. Don't say a mumbling word. You left that part out, Bernie. Just thought I'd slide that in. Because that's your identity. So I thought I'd remind you that there's that. You know how many people got kicked out of Congress because black people wanted them out? 0. You know how many people got kicked out because the AIPAC wanted them out? A lot. 2 of them came on this show, and they were both black. But hey, no problem, Bernie. We understand you couldn't remember all that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on in your head at the time. When you called out, race and sexuality. You did orientation. It's okay. I'm sure you'll get to it. Right, Bern?
Yeah. Well, what do you stand for?
Yeah.
Is every gay person brilliant and wonderful and great? No, of course not. Everybody's a human being.
Yeah.
So the issue is what you stand for, which gets you back to what we discussed earlier, class politics, in the sense of which side are you on? Are you going to stand with working families? Are you going to raise the minimum wage to a living wage or not? Are you going to fight to guarantee health care to all people or not? Are you going to demand that the wealthiest people start paying their fair share of taxes or not? Those are the issues. And no one cares what color you are, what your gender is, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm sorry.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector. Next on deck.
Yeah, as I listen to Bernie talk that talk, as Bernie talks that talk, I'm constantly reminded that Bernie is full of it. Yeah, let's rewind what Bernie said. Because, see, this is how Bernie got me. This is how I felt for Bernie with this stuff back in 2015. Because I had a bunch of people watching my show that was like, Bernie be talking about all the issues that we care about, Tim. I know you hate politics and politicians, Tim. But Bernie Sanders is different. And I actually believe that for a minute. Bernie just said the Democratic elite are the ones that spreaded the lies about him and his supporters. And I was one of those supporters that they spread the lies about. But Bernie made a mistake here just in this context. Democrat elite also means Bernie. Liberal elite also means Bernie. Yeah, so Bernie, cut the garbage, cut the lies, cut the hypocrisy. You're part of the 1% too. You're part of the 1% yourself. It took me a while. It took me till 2020 when he renounced reparations and all this stuff. I'm like, what's this guy do? He was like, I don't know what you mean by that. Look, man, Bernie Sanders, if the Democrats are so bad, you wouldn't be caucusing with them. You wouldn't be rolling with them. You wouldn't be campaigning for them. This same guy, he comes out, he says all these things, and Schulz and Akash, they're eating it up, and the whole crowd eats it up, and all the young people eat it up, and they don't have the foresight, a lot of them, to understand Bernie gonna be right there with them come election day, try to get you to go vote for Biden, just like he tried to get you to go vote for Clinton, just like he tried to get you to go vote for Kamala. Like, what good is standing up if you know damn well you're gonna sit right there? Why waste my energy standing up just to say, sit down and vote for these people, be quiet? Because that's exactly what Bernie be on. But that's only after he's raised like $100, $200 million from poor people who believed in his ass. Then he goes and sits down. He don't sit down broke. You know, Dr. Cornel Weston raised a lot of money, and he went all the way to the end. Bernie will raise a whole lot of money out of people's pockets, and then what will he do? Fold right into the system. Y'all talk all that mess about my brother Dr. Cornel West, but you know what I did not see him do? I did not see him campaigning for Kamala. I did not see that. I did not see that. Not much flack I caught bringing West on this show, but Bernie, the guy who'll go on every channel, every podcast, and say all the right things and take a dump on the establishment and then fall right in line with the establishment every time. Every time. So it's a big no for me, boss. That's a no for me. I'll take the 0. Ain't that what Eddie said? I'll take the 0. I'll take the 0. Because I will not be tricked. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I can't be fooled again. I will not be fooled again. Bernie Sanders is talking that talk, family, and what you got to do is be able to sift through it and realize he part of the problem. He part of the problem because he lulls people to sleep, and they get excited and they think, "Oh, we're in the revolutionary line. We in the stand up for the people line." And then, kicking, tinking, falls right in line like a good soldier. Nah, man. That ain't gonna say the Democrats this time. Bernie Sanders, not even you, can keep us hanging adjacent to Democrats. It ain't gonna happen, fam. Them days is over. Like action slacks. Them days is over. Them days is not coming back. All the MVAs are connected now. All the DMVs are connected. Can't just go get your license suspended in Maryland and go get a new one in DC. You can't do that no more, Bernie. And you know what we also can't do? Fall for the lies. Fall for the nice talk. We're not falling for it, Bernie. You sold out long ago. I get it. It's lonely at the whatever you are. But that don't make no excuses for what's been happening with the Democrats and what you've been doing with the Democrats. Because he sounds like a reformer. He sounds like somebody trying to reform something. And if you could only get behind him, if he only had a shot, he'd change the system. No, he won't. No, he won't. I remember people were just making up stories. I think they threatened Bernie. They ain't threatened Bernie. They offered him a job. They ain't threatened Bernie. I think they beat him up. Maybe he came to the convention with a big scar on his head or something with stitches or something. I think they attacked Bernie. People will say anything to get out of admitting the truth. Bernie folded into the system long ago. He always was. He is what Noam Chomsky referred to as controlled opposition. He's a wingman. Yeah, yo, fam. Bernie is a wingman for the Democratic Party. What he does is he goes up, he dates the ugly girl. No offense to the ugly girl. Ugly girl probably got the best credit and cooked the best. Know what I'm saying? But he takes the one, the one that and the ugly girl are the progressives of the rebels who are, too soft to go, they want to stay with the Democrats, but they want to be rebels. They want to change the system, the Democratic socialists. So he goes with them, It's for the team. Nancy Pelosi and Kamala were like, Bernie, you're okay, Bernie. We love when you do that. I owe you a beer, Bernie. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what he did. Bernie is a wingman. He's the guy who takes the least attractive girl out the group, just so his boys can score with the other. And when I say score, I mean get the votes from the dum-dums. That's what I mean, and that's what I said. You understand the analogy? You get it? No one's ever put it to you like that, have they? That's because they can't. Everything's got to be a bunch of big words. So at the end of the day, it's all a hoax. It's all a scam. Get it? And Bernie is part of the machinery. It's an op. It's a psyop. And Bernie is an op. Get it? Good. Gone. Yeah, baby. This started off pretty good, man. I'm feeling
Perfect. You made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you. Now, Google thinks this next video is going to be perfect for you. It's right up your alley. So click the next video, watch that with me, and let's keep this politics going. You're built for this.